Today, I'm going to talk about how I'm going to handle free electronic music gear moving forward. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Isaac Horgan. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So the concept of today's video is simple. I really just want to talk about how I'm going to be handling getting electronic music gear for free from a variety of different sources and even some sponsored content here at this channel moving forward. I want to be completely honest with everybody. I feel like I've spent the past 3.5 years building integrity, and because I haven't done any actual sponsored content yet, I figured it was a good time to lay the groundwork as the channel starts to grow a little bit faster than it has in the past, and I do anticipate some sponsored content coming in the future. I want to let you all know what to expect and how I'm going to be handling it, and that way if you have a problem with it, you can leave a comment down below, and we can try to come to an understanding. But like I said, I really just want to maintain that integrity and honesty that I try to keep as pillars of the channel for you all. So like I said, I have not done any sponsored content here at the channel before. That is probably going to change. My guess would be sometime this year. And this video is going to be talking more about sponsored content from companies who actually make electronic music gear. Other little ad spots are really fine by me. So I don't know, like a little, let's just say like Pretty Litter or Dollar Shave Club. I don't know. You've all seen YouTube before. You know who the common sponsors are. I, if approached, might take one of those. I actually use Pretty Litter personally. Lady Freebeat and I have been using Pretty Litter for I think like 2 years now. It's not a sponsor for them, but if they want to throw some money at the channel, yeah, I do enjoy Pretty Litter. No matter what, I of course will always disclose those sponsorships, and I will make the little ad reads fun and as cheesy and stupid as possible in the most Freebeat way possible. I don't know if you've seen any of our sketches from the live stream shows, you'll know what to expect. It'll still be really fun, I promise. So, like I said, those types of sponsors are perfectly okay with me personally, as long as they don't have anything to do with the actual topic of the channel, being electronic music and electronic music gear. As long as it's something that has nothing to do with electronic music, in my opinion, that's fine. That's not a conflict of interest or anything like that. Where things start to get a little messy is, well, let's say Akai wanted to pay me. Oh, sorry, just laughing there. Let's say Akai wanted to pay me to make a video about something. That's where things get messy, and that's really where I want to delve in today. Also, sorry, my throat is kind of rough right now. I had a coughing attack right before filming this, so I do apologize. So, like I said, this video is more talking about gear companies sponsoring videos in the future. So, there are two things to keep in mind. There is no such thing as a sponsored review if the sponsor is the manufacturer of that piece of gear. You can have a sponsored showcase or a sponsored demonstration, but if a company is paying you money, aka sponsoring, and yes, sponsoring indicates an exchange of funds, an exchange, a monetary exchange. Free gear is not sponsoring. Jeremy from Red Means Recording has a fantastic video on that. I will link it in the description. But I don't think there's any such thing as a sponsored review, because as soon as money is exchanged, a reviewer cannot give a completely unbiased opinion, and frankly, if a company is paying for a video, they do have some right to critique the video creator on what they've said in their video. You know, they're essentially paying a professional video creator to make a video for them. So sponsored reviews where the sponsor is the manufacturer of the gear being reviewed, that does not work, and that will never happen here. Never, ever, ever. The second thing to keep in mind is that I will never make a video that I don't want to make. And as you've probably noticed, I've got the Akai MPC Studio, Mark II, or the new MPC Studio, I forgot what they even called it, here on the desk. And this was the piece of gear that really hammered the point into me that from this point on, I will never make a video that I don't want to make. So back in, I don't know, summer 2021, I think it was, Akai hit me up and asked if I'd like to be a part of a product launch for their new MPC Studio controller. To be honest, I had really no interest in a new MPC controller, as back then I didn't really use my computer at all for any production, and I especially did not use the MPC software. All I had was Ableton Live Lite, and even to this day I just have Ableton Live Standard. I don't have any MPC Studio on the computer, I don't think, since my latest install of Windows. I told Akai, yes, I will make a video, because I thought it was a good way to get my foot in the door, being part of a launch, getting product early, getting free product. Yeah, I felt pressured into saying yes to kind of break into this world. Little did I know that the way you break into this world is just by keep chugging along and doing your own thing. So I said yes, and I got this, and I really stressed about getting the video right and nailing it. It was an incredibly difficult, intense time for me. I sound like I'm dramatizing this, but Lady Freebeat will attest that I was not fun to be around. I was constantly, stressing, am I going to get the video right? Am I going to misspeak? Is there a fact in there that I'm going to get wrong? Akai is really counting on me to nail this video, and of course they weren't. No one was counting on me to do anything with that video. And I put it out, and I don't know, it got like 1,000 views, and that was it. I decided right then and there that I would never make a video that I did not want to make ever again. Simply put, that was not a video that I would have made had I not felt like I had to and try to take advantage of this opportunity. I didn't get paid for the video. It was non-sponsored. They just sent me this little $250 controller. Probably around like 40 hours working on this video that didn't really change anything. So that's a long-winded way of saying I will never make a video that I don't want to make. And again, to reiterate, of course, point number one was that sponsored reviews don't exist, in my opinion. I don't have any problem making sponsored content for gear manufacturers in the future. However, those videos will not be reviews. And of course, they will be disclosed that they're sponsored. They will either be showcases or demonstrations, but they will not be reviews. Obviously, a goal of mine is to grow this channel, and money from sponsored content is a very good way to do that, but it will never compromise the integrity that I've hopefully built over the last 3.5 years. Okay, so let's shift to talking just about free gear now. Not sponsored content, but straight up free gear. So thanks to Zounds.com, as I'm sure many of you have noticed, I have a much easier time getting my hands on gear to make videos with, so I can rely far less on companies and manufacturers of that gear, which is really nice. So just with that statement out of the way, I can say that if you ever see me do a review where I did get the piece of gear for free, it's because I reached out for that piece of gear. I personally asked the company to send that piece of gear. That's the only way I'm going to do free gear videos without taking payment from a company. I have no problems making content for free if it's something that, again, I specifically personally asked for and am super into. For example, we've got the Sonicware sample track right here. I asked Sonicware, I think back in, May or June, if I could have one of these because it was a product that I was really, really interested in and I believed had a very strong future in front of it. Fast forward, and now I have one in my hands, and I'm very passionate about this thing. I've made a lot of content about it. Sonicware has not paid me for any of that content, but that's because it's content that I have wanted to make for this channel, for people who use the sample track, because I feel like it is definitely a device worth diving into and exploring for the person doing it. I'm very excited by this device. Again, I keep saying it, but I'm very passionate about it. So I have no problem sharing that passion for free because it comes from my heart. It comes from me personally. If Sonicware wants to throw me some money, I will totally do a sponsored video with the sample track. Not a review, of course, but a sponsored video. But I will continue making free content on the sample track because I absolutely love it. I also recently reached out to Arturia asking if I could check out MiniFreak V, the VST version of their brand new MiniFreak synthesizer. And yeah, I've been playing around with that a lot. I've been really enjoying it. I've got a video coming out on it, I think next week, because there's a lot that I have personally learned and gained from it. That's not going to be a sponsored video, but it's something that I wanted to work with. Again, I'm doing those videos for free because I initiated the contact. I reached out and asked. No agreement was made, and I am in charge of anything and everything that I might want to make or say with or about any gear or software that I initiated the contact for. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, I'm sure I've forgotten stuff, and feel free to ask questions, but this channel has always been about the music, the process of making the music, and the relationship that I have with my audience. And I hope that I've maintained a high level of integrity so far, and as things continue to grow, my goal is to maintain and actually increase that integrity and the relationship with my audience. So I'm sure there will be sponsored content in the not so distant future. It will be disclosed. It will still be done in my style, and it shouldn't feel that different from a non-sponsored video. However, when it comes to free electronic music gear, I will not be doing this again. I will not be getting a piece of gear and making free content on it that I don't want to make. How I've treated the sample trek is how I'd like to treat all of my free gear from this point going forward. Like I said, feel free to ask questions down below. I'm sure there's some of you out there that have probably misinterpreted how I meant to say things, so I would love to straighten anything like that out in the comments below. I really want the main source of this channel's growth to be from you, the audience. I've got a Patreon page. You can go over to patreon.com/freebeat. A lot of fun rewards there. Shout out to all of my patrons. Incredible that they support the channel and allow me to keep doing this basically for a living. This has really become my job, which at such a low subscriber count really feels incredible, and I'm so very lucky, and I can't wait to keep pushing forward with new content. Working with companies also excites me. That opens a lot of new avenues for me, different kinds of content that I can make, but just know that it's going to be on my terms, and if a company wants any say in a video, they're going to have to pay me for that privilege. So I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.